look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Lagway throws to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 30, at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Quick give. It's Young. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Here comes the offense on first down. Throwing, Lewis. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He's got an open man. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buffaloes are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Lewis. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, he is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Flagway wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Sees a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From deep, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his 3rd possession. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Turner. Hard running there. Brought down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Out wide right, it's Livingston. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Livingston. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Bears looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Bears. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field, and the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He stopped just inches away from the 1st down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Surging forward on the sneak. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Intercepted, a 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Hits inside, it's Young. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding on to the ball.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Fourth down, Lewis. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, it's Turner. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. 10. Into the house. Touchdown Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Lewis. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Rushes on. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Flagway. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Straight ahead, it's Young. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's the Mustangs looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Quick give, it's Young. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Right side, it's Young. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis. Caught by Williams on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. 2nd and long here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Handoff to the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Plows through the defense. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. Here's Lagway to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Going for it all. He's got it way down the field. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. get this drive started from their own 26. Lagway. Left side is Freeman.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Swamped immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Got it, looking for the first down. Runs through a man, and he might have some space.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing.
Catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lagway wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make.
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Moving out to the right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Still on his feet.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Lagway. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's some daylight. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown Bears! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the return, it's Perry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
But, and he's got room. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right.
All kinds of room to the right. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. 5-29. Snap it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Second down coming up. Here's Lagway to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Livingston. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coach
lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling right and going deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.